Here's Johnny.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. What's goody? What's goody? What's good with it? Yo, what's good with you? Another
Here's
day,
Johnny.
another dollar. You already know. Yo, you already know what's the vibe out here playing game, family. Yo, what's good with it? What's good with it? Yo, tell them what we here to do. Tell them what we here to do. Introduce what's going on, man. Let's get it.
All right, so today we're talking about some countries and conspiracies, and I'm not talking about like conspiracies that like it could happen. No, like conspiracies like meaning behind some of the cartoons, or did the other cartoons were connected to type shit. We'll go through a bunch of different uh bunch of different cartoons, a bunch of different other topics. We'll let you know what's going on. Sit back, enjoy, and I hope y'all have some laughs with us.
Yeah, enjoy the vibes. As he said, yo, we talking about that cartoon conspiracies. We're going deeper into them, like some of that real shit. We like some of that real ass shit. And also on the side,
Sir.
since as you guys can see in the title, this is our season finale. You already know, yo. My boy said we doing it like Netflix.
Season 1 is already over. Eight episodes deep. You know what I'm saying?
Eight
8 episodes
So it's deep. Yo, thank you guys. I gotta say you again. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us though and supporting the podcast wholeheartedly. You guys have been the best. Like this community, awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what you got to say about that, Double A?
I appreciate y'all. Y'all been helping us out, getting us all these views, all these shares. Love it, appreciate it. We all want to grow. We gonna make more content, like
Yep.
you said. It's the season
Yep.
finale. We're gonna take a short break from podcast. Release everything we got. You'll see all the reels, all of our content coming out. All that'll
Yep.
be out, and then we'll have a season 2 premiere coming out probably right before September. We don't have an
Yep. See?
exact date. We might hop on and tell you an exact date later. We'll see what's going on, and we'll see what's going on with you guys. Tell you how we doing, and
Yeah.
then tell you when the next cul-de-sac piece coming out.
Yep. As always, we appreciate you guys. So, back into what was going. What our topic is today. First of all, since it's our season finale, as we were just saying, we kind of dressed up a little bit. You know, we kind of took on a persona. So I'm gonna let my boy Double A introduce himself first before I get into what I is, because you already see.
So,
You already see. So
first of all, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this man's name.
What you mean?
His
Hold on. What you mean? You can't say this man's name, bro.
I never can pronounce nobody's name.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
If you guys have ever seen Kuroko no Basket, one of the 5 from the School of Legends,
Yeah.
Atashi Mor, I don't even know how to say his last name. Not even gonna say it.
This man Tachi.
He's number 9 on the Yosen school. If you would like to look up the picture,
There.
it is a very slim resemblance, but we're gonna rock with it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Next season finale, I'll give you guys something better. Let me know if you want me to who you want me to dress up as, and maybe I'll do it.
Yeah. See my boy out here representing. So as you can see, hold on. I forgot. I gotta put the whole back on for half a second just for this part, bro. Boom. So as you can see, we try. I don't match the tone. You know, we have ghetto with it, but we trying to be a wannabe Merrick. We a discount Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh. So you know, we got the dual discount here, half working. You know, because we discount as can be. But yo, we enjoy it. We enjoying the vibes out here, yo. We appreciate you guys for pulling up. So we had to put on, you know, a little something special for you guys, especially for the season finale, especially for this joint. You know, especially like can't get over how like tremendous the support has been. I still can't get over that. But without further ado, I got to jump straight into it, the conspiracy theories that I would love to talk to you about, because I have some that I don't think I think you might have noticed them. Not gonna lie, I think you might have noticed them because you're an observant person. Okay, you're a really observant person in the smallest detail type of way. So honestly, how familiar are you with King of the Hill?
So I've seen few episodes here and there.
Few episodes here and there, but you know, like the premise of the show, you know about some of the characters a little bit, kind of.
Yeah. Is this about that video you sent me? Is this one of those? Because I think I know what you're about to tell me because I saw the video earlier.
Did you watch that video?
Are you talking? Yeah, I watched it. Are you talking about I can't remember his name. You explain it, cause I think I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember their name, cause I don't watch King of the Hill that much.
So I wanted to talk to you about Bobby Hill. You know, being this is crazy. This is crazy to even say.
Yes,
but
yes.
Bobby Hill being theoretically Bill Dauterive's son instead of Hank Hill.
That's it.
That's crazy looking at it. Like the similarities with them popping out throughout the show. Like you can see it. You can clearly see, you know, through and through. Like even without the explanation, even without that, you could have saw it like, wow, these two characters, like you're right. This kind of fucked up. Like it actually seems that way, you know what I mean? So my first question about that is like, what are your thoughts about that at first? Like, did you notice that initially before the video?
No, not until they told me. 100% I see.
Okay,
You are?
because I noticed it a little bit before him, but like the more they pointed out, I was like, yeah, because I was like, I already saw a little bit. Like I was like, I jokingly said it, like maybe Bill Bobby, you know, Bobby's dad or something like that, because they look real close and they be acting the same. I mean, but I didn't really look at it for real kind of thing.
Miracles happen, but when you see how his wife handles like Peggy?
Yes.
Handles what is that their daughter, whoever it is, that fucking blonde chick.
Oh, that's Luann. That's their niece.
Yeah, when Luann, that whole cheating shit with Luann, she handled it kind of weird. Now that I think about it, I saw a couple episodes doing that. Yeah.
Oh, see?
Now that you think about it, like some of the shit just it adds up. But then at the same time, like you think about it, miracles happen, and and like everyone says a lot of babies look alike, but like he like elementary school now, so I don't know, man. You like that part confused the shit out of me because I don't see enough of King of the Hill, but now I can never unsee it.
Yeah, because I can't, especially like there's episodes that pointing like very heavily to it, especially to like there was one where Bobby and Connie broke up, right? Mm-hmm. So Bobby and Connie broke up, and it's been a minute. He was having like, you know, obviously he was going through like a depression about it. You know, it's his first breakup, his first love. You know, it's hitting him real hard. And this dude, you know, he's going around looking like for what to do, you know, what's going on. And he gets
smoke weed, drink some alcohol. That's what you got to do, Bobby. That's the world.
Drink some alcohol, be a fucking diva. You're right, fucking Bobby. But what he actually turns to, he does get advice, you know, because he can't go to Hank, and he actually gets advice from Bill in the alleyway. Which is actually kind of coincidental, you know, for this topic, for this. And the advice basically, you know, give Connie all you got, give her the biggest gesture, you know, make sure you know, basically show her how much she means to you in the biggest sense. And, you know, but in the worst sense because it's coming from Bill. You know, in the worst sense, though, because it's coming from Bill. So this dude, Bobby, crashes like the party he wasn't even invited to. All this, like trying to get Connie to fall back in love with him. And she's like, yo, get away. Yeah, she's like, get away from me. This dude takes the chocolate bar and takes his shirt off and makes a chocolate heart on his chest with the chocolate. And then you see, like, I can't get over that. He made a chocolate heart on his chest, and that was wild to me. So this dude.
Okay.
What do you got to say before you even keep going? What do you got to say about that? Like, that's wild in itself, man. Like, right there, that's wild already.
I mean,
like,
I guess I can't be too surprised when we fucking what goes through our fucking high school. So, I mean, shit.
But like you see extremes like that of emotion, you know, that he shows that is really similar to how his depression went through, you know, how he takes things, how he handles his things, how he, you know, is really similar, like in that sense where it feels like parental, like you said, like you can see the the similarities with them real out in the open. And that's what's crazy about, like, until they pointed it out, though, you don't really notice it. And then, like, when you look at them, they're the same fucking character. You know, they're the same side of the coin, but older and younger kind of thing.
I mean, you can have an argument, though, that Bobby does kind of look like, what's his name's dad? Hank's dad.
You mean Hank look like Bobby's dad?
No. Bobby looked like Hank's dad.
Oh, I mean, Hank looks like Bobby. Bobby looks like Hank. My fault. Bobby looks like Hank. My fault.
His dad, yeah. So, like, you can make that argument a little bit because, like, their heads is kind of shaped the same. They kind of have similar things there. And they could have just skipped a generation, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that's where I can make an argument where maybe there is a miracle. But, like, at the same time, then you could also have a conspiracy theory saying, oh, maybe she fucked his dad.
Yo, the way you said that, baby. I didn't think you said it clean. I didn't think you was gonna say it plain as day like that. Damn, that caught me. That caught me.
I'm sorry, but like, if you're gonna think of it that way, like she out here cheating, she could have cheated on with his dad too.
Holy shit! I get you. All right. And what's crazy about that, as you keep, thinking about Bobby Hill himself, there's a dude. He does have similarities when it comes to deep emotion. You know what I mean? When it comes to intense emotion. Like, I guess when he got upset with Joseph in certain situations, when he got upset at, like, what is it? I forgot. He got upset a couple times for certain reasons. But anyways, there's times he got mad in the show a lot. He showed a lot of similarities to Hank, though, the way he responded. So that's what made me think, all right, maybe they are one and the same for that. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, they are kind of similar. But then again, you think about it, he might have got that from Peggy. Because Peggy is also like that. And then the reason he could be the polar opposite, like, Hank is like, even though Hank was like more abused by Cotton, his father growing up, he still turned out a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So Hank is not doing him as bad as Bobby is bad, but he's still treating him similarly. And yet, like, Bobby still isn't, I guess he isn't programmed in that sense even. You know what I mean? So it don't seem like he still takes after him. So I still see the similarities to Bill in that sense. I still see that. So that's what I get it on both ends for that one. What about you for that? Like, because I can see it in intense emotion. I know you haven't seen many episodes, but I don't know if you've seen them like when he got anger or anything like that.
I think I've seen maybe like 10 episodes. Holy shit.
10 episodes.
I've seen random ones too. So it's not like I've seen like anything sequential. I just know random shit about the show. I will say I can understand because, like, I saw how, like, even with his PTSD, Cotton was like trying to light down literally almost burn down the VF with the fucking
the VFW, whatever.
Yeah, with cigarettes because he was stubborn. Bobby still ain't that stubborn, so I get what you're saying.
Yes.
So it's like, and then like, but you get like Peggy and.
Peggy's stubborn as hell too. Peggy and Hank are both stubborn. They're extremely stubborn.
Bobby's stubborn, but he's not as stubborn as either of them. Like, he be giving in. Like, he just give up half the time. After he do one thing, it don't work, he give up.
Yeah.
So like, I get the similarities, and it does seem more closely to Bill because like how they be talking in the alley, they be saying something, and then one of them could have just said one little comment to Bill, and Bill was like, all right, I ain't gonna do it this time. And then start complaining about some shit. And then you got mans who can't even speak. And I'm starting to understand that motherfucker. He just don't want to talk. That's why. He just out here, I don't want to say, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just out here mumbling and shit because he don't want to talk to nobody. These motherfuckers stupid.
So, oh shit! All right. So yeah, I get you. I get you 100%. And some of these, I don't even know where to go with that. You was on the money with that shit. That caught me. You was on the money with that shit. Oh fuck! And thinking about more of these conspiracies, because I told you I got some things that would trip you up a little bit. All right, that I don't think you might have.
Let's hear it.
So, how am I supposed to explain this? Okay, so Ed and Eddie. All right,
Okay.
you already know I love it. You know that I guess the fan theory is they live in a state of purgatory, right? Where they.
I watched that on the video. I don't know if I believe that. Some of it
So,
doesn't
but
make
no,
sense.
it gets
So
more.
hopefully you can explain it. Because some of it
So I
don't
guess
make sense.
there's another branch to it. I'm going to explain it a little more in detail. But yes, they live in a state of purgatory where, like, you know, Rolf died in like 1909. He's like a farmer, you know. They're all from different ages, you know what I mean, in time. But there's another deeper theory within that says Ed and Nettie and Foster's home are crossed because Plank is imaginary. Dude, because Plank is imaginary, bro. So before I explain it, what's your initial thoughts? Could you have put that together? Foster's home and Ed and Eddie.
No. There was another Foster's Home reference. There's a poster of them, that whole band they started. There's a poster of their band in another cartoon. I forgot which one. I'll remember it. But they were crossed with something there. But yes, I can see that potentially being crossed if they are, like, if the theory of them being in purgatory. But that means
because that means you get it because you get it, right?
Because then that means technically the imaginary friends are just people in purgatory. Am I getting that part, or is it like technically then
it might be in their state? Because you know how they make, like, obviously Ed and Eddie, they make different inventions. They go on certain adventures. They have, you know, different imaginative adventures, which didn't happen. Like when Ed was daydreaming, he was fighting space aliens. You know, the whole episode was trippy. You know what I mean? So I believe it might be a sense of they're in a state of purgatory, but they're in a state where they can manipulate the space around them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's kind of like how you would, how to break it down easier. They can basically bring their imaginative thoughts to life in that sense. You know what I mean? So everything in Ed and Eddie, whether it be built with duct tape, will work. You know what I mean? Like, you know, which is crazy. Which is crazy when you see how they build things. You're like, what is that? No way.
like a spaceship out of cardboard.
Right. Yeah. They made like a spaceship that actually not really worked, but it actually took off. You know, type shit.
Jawbreakers the size of your head. Just
yeah. And then the one episode when they broke physics, you remember when they actually, what is it? Eddie took a bite of the sun. Like, I was like, yo, this man picked up the sun and bit the sun.
No,
yeah, it's crazy.
I'd watch that shit. That'd be trippy as fuck.
Eddie, like, literally took a bite of the sun, and that shit was insane. That shit, it blew my fucking mind seeing that. Like, watching that episode, like, chilling, I was like, no fucking way. Like, the physics were working like that. But that kind of, like, coincides with Foster's Home and the way their physics go. And if you see the similarities with the imaginary friends and Plank, like, in the way they interact with Plank.
Does that mean Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is purgatory too?
Yes. Yes. State of yeah, it's a state of purgatory, yes. That's crazy to think about like that. Like, because I don't think you've ever thought about the Plank, you know, that intertwining with.
That would just mean. So off.
Because they say, what is it? Rolf is from the 1909. I think Naz is from the 70s. I think Naz from like the 70s or whatever. Ed is from World War One.
The Great Depression.
No, from World War One. Eddie's from the Great Depression. That's why, that's why he's all about money and shit like that. What's going on? I forgot where Double D is exactly from, but they all from a certain time period. You know what I mean?
And then Ed is from the rise of comic books, so like the 2000s era. Right when
That's World War One. That's World War One.
Comic books was World War One.
World War One or World War Two? Yeah, they were early when it was really with like the Supermans and shit. Remember the early comics? Yeah, remember that? Yeah,
like the 40s.
Early comics, the Supermans, Spider-Mans, all the early joints.
Yeah, all the 20s and stuff too.
Yeah, in the 20s too.
Right,
but yeah, like
area,
hmm?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's right around the same area. But then, like, when you put the pieces together, what doesn't make sense to me is that, like, how did Ed have his sister there
in that state?
Yeah.
So I don't know, I guess, too much about their death situations, about how each one of them, went about that. But what I do know is they back it up more with, especially in Ed and Eddie, not so much in Foster's Home. There's just connections they have between Plank, fan theories, connections. But for the main theory about the purgatory, that is backed up by the sense that there's no parents that are ever seen. There's no adults. There's no
older siblings.
Yeah.
Like they tell you, like, oh, my brother's gonna come home. I'm living at his house.
Yes, it's kind of like a Charlie Brown situation. You know what I mean? Like, when they do show adults, you never really truly see them. You know what I mean? They showed Eddie's dad for like a second. You didn't see his face. You just saw his arm. You know what I mean? Like you saw, like you didn't truly get to like really see, for real.
That's true. That's true.
Oh snap! Hold on. Yo, thank you so much, Cornelius Guns, for the 50 stars, my boy. Appreciate you for the donations. Thank you. I just noticed that right on the side. Appreciate you. Oh, but
Thank you. We are here.
Yep. So I'm about to say, did you want to get into one of yours? Because I got two more, but I'll let you get into one of yours first.
One. We can take a real quick
break.
Smoke them if you got them.
Let's go. You already know out here. We got the dual disc on. Smoke it if you got it.
Yeah, everyone out there enjoying it. Let's go. Oh, let it die. New lighter, real quick. Sorry, y'all.
You said do a new lighter, bro? Yeah. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, we ready now.
But so I mentioned it once before at the earliest of our streams, like probably like episode 1 or 2.
Yep.
I can't remember the exact episode. Tom and Jerry. The first conspiracy is that like Tom is doing the bare minimum just to get them not to get another cat to kill Jerry because he likes Jerry. So that's conspiracy theory 1. We've already talked about that.
Because that opened up my brain when you said that. I didn't really think about the fact that you said they are friends in the sense where they're trying to help each other out. They're doing like one scratching one's back and the other one scratching the other back. You know what I mean? They're really going hand in hand.
Think about it. Like at the end of the day, they went to the beach together.
Yeah.
Like, yes. They like in some cases, Tom went to the beach with his the girl he trying to go on a date with, and then Jerry ruined it because he in the basket. But like, half the time they go to the beach together, so that's not even the problem. But no, the second one is off that video you sent me. It's about how it references them being Great Britain and Nazi Germany between World War I and II, because Tom and Jerry goes back to the 1900 something.
It dates back a while. Tom and Jerry. I didn't even realize how early some of the episodes date back.
Have you seen Black and White Tom and Jerry?
Yes.
I used to watch it on YouTube.
Yes, I've seen some Black and White Tom and Jerry.
There's a lot more like impacts and hits. It's nice. Anyways, but they go into telling you how like, oh, Great Britain is Tom and Nazi Germany is Jerry, who outsmarts Great Britain all the time. Yada yada yada. And if you put it into perspective of like political terms where you can actually start to reference it, like where World War I and II started to become about, like we as soon as we got involved, that's when Nazi Germany couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
Great Britain was getting outsmarted the entire time, and then you feel me? Like the world
I
just
got you.
doesn't end. So like so in that instance, the conspiracy theory is like they're using it as a propaganda or a joke for a political cartoon type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a nonstop back and forth of that constant political standpoint. I see what you mean.
As a
Damn.
mindless violence cartoon now. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not even, yeah, 'cause you can't even look at it as a normal mindless cartoon anymore.
No.
After
Like,
seeing it like that.
they've had races to space around the world. They've had so much shit to do now. So it's like, yes, this conspiracy theory could have been true, but like if you think about it now, it's not. It's not as easily as susceptible as like one like SpongeBob, which still goes on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Do you know about the
Come on.
SpongeBob one?
The 7 Deadly Sins?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That shit makes a hell of a lot more sense to watch the show now.
Dude.
So
The more I thought about, SpongeBob being lost was crazy. SpongeBob being.
Sense. It makes sense. Besides, like you gotta like take down what the core of lust is. It's like that like and that happiness, the effects of your endorphins, all that shit is lust. So like you being attracted to, oh, I just want to work. This makes me feel good. Lust. You're lusting over work. Oh, I just want to be friendly, help people out. You're lusting over the feeling of helping people.
Yes.
Like, and it didn't make sense until I heard that. And then like greed with Mr. Krabs, glutton with Pearl, Squidward is what is Squidward?
Isn't because they said some shared. They said like glutton with Pearl and like Gary.
Gary was glutton, yes, as well, yes. So
was like,
I didn't really see the Gary one. I saw Pearl's more, but Gary, when you like go back to his like actual episodes, like he be eating.
Dude, he be eating for real. That motherfucker, yo, bad. Nah, he be eating for real, but he be eating good. SpongeBob be taking care of him.
And then like Patrick's being, what was Patrick's? It's some sloth. Patrick is sloth.
Yep. Patrick is sloth. Wraith is Wraith or whatever is fucking Squidward, right?
Yeah.
What is it? We got
Sandy is knowledge, like that one.
Yeah.
Pride.
Mr. Krabs is greed.
Yeah. Who's Pride? Fuck.
Who's Pride?
Yeah.
Then they said Larry.
Larry, that's who it was. Larry.
Yeah, Larry the Lobster, living like Larry. Because remember when he was flat, especially when he was flabby, yo, he was tripping. Did you see that episode?
Yeah,
he was tripping.
Yeah, he was. Who else? And then, fuck. Plankton was, like the wanting sin. Fuck.
What is the other one? Plankton was.
He's like, it's like
I forgot exactly what sin it was. I know which one you're talking about, though. I got you. So like, they all portrayed perfectly as the ones they were. I see.
Once you figure that out, and then go back to watch it or listen to some memories in your head, it makes a lot of sense on how characters act and why SpongeBob got so depressed over the fact of not being able to leave his house. And
it was like simple things too, and because they embody their like the sins well, they embody the emotions, the sins really well. You know what I mean? They really take in, and it takes hold. And you can see it a lot, especially like with people like Sandy too. You see it come out with Sandy, Squidward, and oh my God, Squidward on a daily basis, bro. Squidward can't go a day without showing that shit. Patrick, like you said, he always under the rock. He always be chilling. What was it? The one day, what happened? I think SpongeBob went to work. SpongeBob was like, Patrick, what do you do all day? Waiting for you to get home. And he was like, waiting for SpongeBob.
Slop.
Literally waiting for this man to get off work. Like, I was like, this dude was chilling. Like, I was like, all right, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? But anyways, it shows him really well, you know. But I didn't expect a lot of these shows to take after, you know, some of these like things kind of thing. Like, yes, a lot of them is like fan theories, but some of the inspiration for these might have honestly been that. You know what I mean? Like, now that you really look at the characters and really look at the basis of the show, because there's a lot of deeper meanings behind, like, even like a kid cartoon, even like something like that. There's a lot of deep meaning behind what the person could be trying to show. You know what I mean? It could be such and such. It could be that dark way, or it could be this light way. You know what I mean? It could be a whole different interpretation. You know, that's what I like really messed with about them. So
exactly.
I did have another one for you. You know what I'm saying?
Let me hear.
So, Pokemon. Every trainer has the choice. There's a couple.
Is this? There's a bunch about Pokemon.
So we're gonna tackle two. We'll tackle two theories in one.
Which two? Because if you tell me about the one about
both seasons, you can notice it both in season one, so you'll know. You'll know.
Okay.
You were like, I'm about to say it's nothing you wouldn't know.
Let's hear it.
So, Ash Ketchum. So there's a lot of things surrounding Pokemon. There's a lot of theories, theories going around.
Trainer in the world. No, I'm joking. Took 40 years to get out of gym badge. No.
20 years to make it out the fucking mud. Yo, shout out to my boy Ash out there. Shout out to my boy Ash. He made it out the mud and got taken off the TV. He got fucking canceled.
Couldn't keep up with
but anyways, one theory about it is there's a lack of adult figures, especially father figures in Pokemon. Okay. There's a lot of lack of that, and the theory is when you come into Pokemon, especially season 1, when Ash reaches Vermilion City, he challenges gym leader Lieutenant Surge. Okay, Lieutenant Surge. Obviously, Lieutenant Surge was hilarious to me. He's a funny ass character, big tough military guy. When Ash was coming to try to challenge the gym, he kept calling Ash a baby. He was like, "Get out of a baby!" Like he kept calling him a baby. Anyways, but besides that. It was said that he came recently back from a war. He came back from a war, involving, you know, basically like, Pokemon? Yeah, because there's like a Pokemon war especially between Kanto and Johto in that era. Remember, I told you about the Pokemon game I played that showed that more. You know, back in the day. I think it was.
I forgot Team Rocket could be a terrorist on a higher level. So like.
Yeah, and the fact that it was saying that Team Rocket is like, it's saying that Giovanni is technically a good guy, and that's a dark sense. Giovanni is technically the leader of Team Rocket is technically a good guy.
Sorry, I got the hiccups.
But yeah, that's another theory in itself to go deeper with that. But I just want to talk about like the war itself. Like, so they're saying Ash's father figure went to said war. This is why you can never see his father. His father's never talked about, you know, a lot of things going on because they never said his father. They never said nothing about where his father went. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
why
only theorized
to go on this journey to figure out all these Pokemon for the fucking military.
for the fucking military. So yeah, the theory is, you know, that they all went through like, you know, basically a war, and some people, you know, lost their lives. That's why you don't see a lot of adults. That's why you don't see a lot of things going on. You know, there was a war. They stated there was a war. You know what I mean? But that's where you theorize, like, so this is where all the other people went. This is why you don't see these people. You don't see any adults. You don't see any of these people, or especially men, you know, in the show for that. But now, to go deeper, so the theory goes deeper with Ash Ketchum. Because, you know, obviously every season he's 10 years old. You know, what's going on. So people are theorizing that the first episode of Pokemon, when Ash got Pikachu, when he went to start his journey going, you know, remember when he was going to head to his first town after I think it was right before Caterpie. But anyways, like literally on the way there, he got hit with a bolt of lightning and got fucked up Misty's bite type shit. It was a whole shit. Like he basically Pikachu had to use Thunderbolt, Safiro, whole situation.